The first U.S. presidential election took place from December 15, 1788 to January 10, 1789. This was the only election to take place in 2 different years. The United States had just ratified the Constitution, and for the first time ever, the country needed a president. There were no political parties yet, so therefore no conventions. Although there were 2 main political groups, the Federalists, who supported the ratification of the Constitution, and the Anti-Federalists, those who opposed the ratification of the Constitution. This was way before any form of modern tech, so news often took up to a week to be spread through the country. So basically this was just a bunch of elite white dudes casting votes for other elite white dudes. As stated in the Constitution, each state was given a certain number of electors based on their number of representatives and senators. These electors didn't vote for one person, they each cast 2 votes for president. But one of those votes had to be for someone not from their home state. The person with the most votes became president, the runner-up became vice president. Only 10 of the 13 states participated. New York's legislature couldn't agree on how to choose electors, and North Carolina and Rhode Island hadn't ratified the Constitution yet. Time to meet the candidates, or at least, the people who got votes. Most of them weren't really running in the way we think about today, but here they are. The extremely popular George Washington ran basically with no opposition for the position of president, the war hero, commander-in-chief of the Continental Army, and president of the Constitutional Convention. He didn't campaign, he didn't even want to be president. But he was the obvious choice, everyone agreed. Therefore, the main talking point was who would be vice president. Here are the other candidates. John Adams, a Federalist from Massachusetts, was widely respected and seen as a natural number 2 behind Washington. John Jay, a Federalist and Chief Justice of New York. Robert H. Harrison, a Federalist from Maryland. John Rutledge, a Federalist from South Carolina. Samuel Huntington, a Federalist from Connecticut and former President of the Continental Congress. Benjamin Lincoln, a Federalist from Massachusetts. George Clinton, an Anti-Federalist from New York. And John Hancock, a Federalist from Massachusetts. And here are the results. George Washington won, becoming the first president, receiving all 69 electoral votes. John Adams finished second, with 34 electoral votes, becoming the first vice president. John Jay came in third with 9, and everyone else got less than 7. Washington took the oath of office on April 30, 1789, in New York City, the temporary capital at the time. There was no White House, no Secret Service, just Washington, and a new constitution.